No end in sight. More than 500,000 federal workers face furloughs or even firings. Several federal services and programs already closing their doors. The White House now warning mass layoffs are on the horizon. When will that begin? The Trump administration this morning using its power over federal agencies to blame the, quote, radical left on the shutdown. Look at this. It's the homepage on the Department of Housing and Urban Development website. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey has the latest from our nation's capital. And Tom, how soon could federal workers lose their jobs? A lot of anxiety about bill paying going on here.
Absolutely, Anna. Good morning from Washington, D.C. Day 2 of the government shutdown brings big concerns about job layoffs this morning, with President Donald Trump's own team saying that those layoffs could come starting today or tomorrow. Sources told our sister publication, The Hill, that on a private phone call with House Republicans, Russell Vought, the director of the Office of Management and Budget, warned of layoffs within a day or two. And of course, this all comes as the shutdown has led to almost 600,000 federal workers being furloughed already, according to NewsNation estimates. That includes over 300,000 civilian employees within the War Department, 42,000 Agriculture Department workers, and almost 90% of the workforce for the EPA and Department of Education. It's important to note now that usually federal workers are furloughed, meaning they get their jobs back when the government reopens. There are no guarantees with a layoff. Moving forward, Vice President J.D. Vance warning more tough choices may be needed to be made.
Because we are in a government shutdown, we are going to have to lay some people off if the shutdown continues. We don't like that. We don't necessarily want to do it, but we're going to do what we have to keep the American people's essential services continuing to run.
And with another live look at the Capitol on this Thursday morning, an end to the shutdown still remains very uncertain this morning, Anna, with Republicans and Democrats blaming each other. And after two spending plans failed to get enough support in the Senate on Wednesday, now with job layoffs looming, Democrats accuse the Trump administration of pushing for cuts.
Russ Vought wants to lay people off. He wants to fire people. He wants to use this shutdown to carry out the agenda that he has wanted all along. It's shameful and it's wrong.
And Anna, here's the thing. The Senate has no votes scheduled for today due to the Yom Kippur holiday. Senators will be back here at the Capitol tomorrow, where we could see a vote possibly to end the government shutdown. Anna?
All right, and for folks traveling, Tom, how are we seeing the impact of the shutdown play out in America's airports?
Yeah, so at least with our own eyes, it will be difficult to see because TSA officers and air traffic controllers, they're going to remain on the job, but they're going to be working without pay. But some, industry groups within the aviation industry are raising some big concerns about this government shutdown. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association, which represents 20,000 workers and other specialists, said a shutdown could impact current air traffic control modernization efforts happening right now and affect hiring and training for crews. The Airline Pilots Association also calling the shutdown bad for the safety of the skies. It's worth noting, too, Anna, that back in 2019, during the last government shutdown, some TSA officers started calling off sick, which impacted flights. That brings concerns if this shutdown gets extended even longer.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.